Yo, yo. Oh, there we go. Yo, I saw that I have over 6,000 MMR now on BNet. That's kind of cool. Over 6,000. But you're not ranked by your MMR. You're ranked mostly by your volume of games. So I'm like level 40 profile level right now. I'm probably ranked 300 on the ladder. The guy that's rank 1 on the ladder, he's level 230. The next guy, level 130. And it's because he played twice as much as everyone else. I think that's cool that you can get rank 1 with lots of activity. Now, is it the most competitive ranking system? No. But is it healthy for a ladder to stimulate activity and to incentivize lots of play? Yes, it is healthy. And also, I think we've already had highly competitive ladders. And I kind of like this new era. At least for BNet, I feel like it's appropriate. If you want to see who's truly best, you can kind of see that on W3 Champions as well. Slay the Spire 2 when? I'll play it soon. I'm gonna play an hour or two of Warcraft 3 and then I'm gonna go for Slay the Spire. Let's go Dreadlord. I'm against the Night Elf.
I bow to your will. Where shall my blood be spilled? I cannot face. I wish only to serve. Thy will be done. More gold.
Dreadlord against Night Elf, kind of an underdog. Having two tools that ask you to surround enemy hero and then attack it with melee, namely sleep surround into vampiric ghouls, against a hero that has immolation. Risky. Very risky. Oh, he's going Tavern Hero. Which is why his first archer is out so soon. What a chonker, this Dreadlord. He's so big. Beastmaster, cool. +2 strength, Beastmaster. There.
What, mortal? That was my plan.
Die.
What is it now? I hunger. Greetings. More gold is required. My life for soon. You thought of that.
Since he didn't scout and didn't harass,
That was
this
my
seems
plan.
possible to do.
That was my plan. Death rages. What is it now? I hunger. What is it now? I wish only to serve. You thought of that. Where shall I find this?
Let's see if he's expanding.
What is it now? What, mortal?
Now I'm gonna check his shop.
Where shall my blood be sealed?
Summon more cigarettes.
I could do cannibalize. I think I won't. He's probably on his shop if he's not here.
What is it now?
Already did?
Must hunt soon. What is it now? I must hunt soon. You thought of
I think he rushed it.
greetings.
More gold is required. More gold is required.
Must hunt soon. That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that. Very well. That was my plan. That was my plan. What, mortal? Must hunt soon. What, mortal? I hunger. Die. Our forces are under attack. What is it now? You thought of that. Must be. Stand ready. Greetings. I must hunt soon. Agreed. Agreed. You thought of that? That was my
Our
plan.
forces are under attack.
You never know how many you're gonna get.
What is it now? Very well.
Our forces are under attack.
Ancient of lore.
What is it now? Must hunt soon.
The dam stand
What?
Good XP.
More gold required.
Our forces are under
Ow.
attack.
What is it now?
My life for Nazul. I cannot will.
I must hunt soon. Agreed.
Ugh.
That was my plan. You thought of that? What is it must be?
I bow to your will.
I must hunt soon. That was my plan.
Where shall my blood be spilled? Yes, master. My fate is sealed.
Mortal. Agreed. I must hunt soon. What is it now? What? Mortal. Very well.
Up close. I wish only to see.
What is it now?
Insufficient
Ooh.
mana.
Of that, death rages. I must hunt soon. What? Mortal. Agreed. You thought of that? That was my plan. Very well. Very well. What is it now? Greetings. What? Mortal.
I did.
I must hunt soon. What? Mortal. What is it now? Greetings.
My life for Nazul.
Must hunt soon. Greetings. You thought of that?
Yes!
What is it now? Must hunt soon. What? Mortal. That
Our
was my
forces are
plan.
under attack.
Agreed. That was my plan. I must hunt soon.
I did. Our forces are under attack.
What is it now?
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Very well.
I wish
I
only
must
to
hunt
serve.
soon. That was my plan.
Upgrade.
What is it now? Agreed. Very well.
My life for Nazul.
Must hunt soon.
Where shall my blood be spilled? Summon I will.
What? Mortal.
Summon is complete.
Very well. Greetings. You thought of that? Must hunt soon. What? Mortal. What? Mortal.
Our
That
forces
was
are
my
under
plan.
attack.
Agreed. Agreed. Greetings. What is it now? Must hunt soon.
My life for Nazul.
Must hunt soon. What? Mortal. Greetings. What is it? Greetings. What? Mortal.
I wish only to serve. Upgrade.
What is it now? I must hunt soon.
I bow to your will.
I don't know if I have the bandwidth to get
That was my plan.
statues.
What? Mortal. You thought of that? I hunger.
Which would be very helpful.
Agreed. That was
Let's get Invis Potion and kill some wisps. And then we need to find his expo.
What is it now? What is it now? I must hunt soon. What? Mortal.
Thy bidding, master. My fate is sealed.
My guess is expo building. No?
Must be
Maybe elsewhere.
mortal. I must hunt soon.
Research complete.
Greetings. Very well.
We're looking for the mother loads of wisps. He spread them well.
What is it now?
Summoning is complete.
What is it now? Very well.
Don't see enough.
That was my plan. What? Greetings. You thought of those?
Maybe I can interrupt his Staff of Teleport
Are under attack.
with sleep if I can find him.
Agreed. Okay. What is it now? Very well.
Our town is under attack.
I must hunt soon. That was my
Oh, he sees me, of course. Watch your word.
Greetings. You thought of that? Greetings. Very well. You thought of that?
I bow. Research complete. I gladly stay.
What? That was my plan. That was my plan. What is it?
Upgrade.
Greetings. What is it now? Very well.
Our town is under attack. Where shall my son be still? I will none.
What? Mortal.
That was very effective.
Greetings. What? Mortal. I must hunt soon. Greetings. What is it now? That was my plan. What is it now? Agreed. You thought of that?
Research complete.
What? Mortal. I must hunt soon. Greetings. I must hunt soon. I hunger. What is it now? Greetings. What? What is it now? I must hunt soon.
Let's see if he expanded in the corner.
What? Greetings. What is it now? What?
My towers seem well positioned.
That was my plan. Agreed.
These summons are having trouble getting past.
What is it now?
97 XP, nice.
Greetings. What is it now? What? Mortal. I must hunt soon. Greetings. I must hunt soon. What is it now? What? Mortal.
Our more gold.
Greetings. What is it now? What? Mortal. What is it now?
Oh, no cancel on the Tree of Life. That's expensive.
What? Mortal. I must hunt soon. Greetings. What is it now? What? Mortal. What? Mortal. What is it now? Agreed. That was my plan.
Take your time. Our town is under attack.
I must hunt soon.
My life, Odessu. I gladly obey. My life,
What is it
Odessu.
What?
I wish only to serve.
That's a lot of summons.
I must hunt soon. What? Mortal.
That's so many summons. But it's gonna be level ups for us. Thank you.
What is it now?
GG. Yeah, I mean, damn. That's the price you pay for free units in Warcraft 3, like what the Beastmaster gives. you get army superiority, but you give away XP. Which is exactly why free units in StarCraft 2 are such a problem. Because there's no heroes and no XP. RTS should be very careful with free units if there's no XP. Yeah, we got to Infernal in the end. Dreadlord's a cool dude. Hey Grubby, I finally made it into Gold League, but now I feel a little stuck as Undead. Do you have tips on how to play one base Undead? I just used to go Criplord Fast Expand and win because I was technically better than opponent, but now people rush me when I FE and die. Yeah, that's great. I recommend every low-level player to go Criplord Fast Expand, which is like eco cheese a little bit. So you're not like 100% learning the game, but you're still feeling what it feels like to have a win condition, which is awesome. So you're saying that people are rushing you now and you lose. I'm assuming this is across the board against different races. How about I do this? I go find a random game of W3 Champions and I'll commentate over it so that you kind of can see what a ladder game with Undead looks like, and I'll point out mistakes and things that went well. And then you can learn from someone else's play so you can kind of get out of your own head for a bit. So, expectations. Undead against Night Elf. We're expecting Demon and AOW creeping. This camp is a little harder to take as a first camp, but it's not impossible. You can also go for a green camp, get some skellies and then go, but then the chance that Demon arrives as you start creeping it is much higher. You have the Acolyte Scout to see if the Night Elf is taking the top camp or this camp and how early he leaves the camp. So first you ascertain the AOW location, and then you gotta stay nearby to know if Demon is doing a ditch and run. So Demon can take the Ogre Warrior, get the item, and then leave. And that means he'll arrive a lot earlier. Oh look, he's doing the unsummon trick. By unsummoning his own Necropolis, he gains the highest attack priority and he pulls the ranged creeps away. And that makes it impossible for the AOW to hit them. This is a newfangled AI manipulation technique. You put the Acolyte near enough the units and then you unsummon your Necro. It works the same as repairing your own building. And repair and unsummon has the highest attack prio. So now Demon Hunter runs away, starts creeping. Look, again, this is the meta right now. Maybe you didn't know. Horacio. Creep natural right away. This puts pressure. And the reason this is the meta is, one, Undead got much better tools nowadays to take an expansion because you no longer need Graveyard for Sacrificial Skull. Second reason it happens, new understanding of the game. It's good game flow. But third one is Demon mass creeping is so potent. It's such a dangerous hero that this is the best way to throttle his creeping speed. Mana Burn Steel, still got level 2. Usually it's best not to try and surround the Demon. It's better just to auto-attack him and focus on defensive micro. So just get as many hits in as possible, like this. And then when he goes for a unit, you pull back. See, look, the surround is not good. How long did it take to surround? And how did the mana burn just take away? Okay, he got the surround. It's good for him. You shouldn't do it. You're low elo. If I'm creeping my expo and he attacks my main, should I stop my expo creep and immediately defend? No. If he attacks your main, if you have good building layout, and his demon starts hitting this acolyte, you got a gap here to exploit. This is an exploitable gap, and this is an escape tunnel. You have 3 escape tunnels. Technically, you should be able to lose nothing against a single demon harassing, even if you have no Nerubian tower. The moment you see it's going for your main, just click one into a Nerub. Then you need to wait till it finishes. But because you have 3 escape tunnels built that the demon cannot pass, but acolytes can, you shouldn't lose any. Now Nerub is done. Demon lost TP. Next round is lethal. Okay, let's go on. So you need to scout then. Basically, you can scout where the enemy has Tree of Life. But if you scout while you're on the opposite side of the map, even if the skeleton reached, you can't act on it. So if you suspect that you can still make it to cancel, you should scout slightly before you go, but you should start moving your army into the middle already to try and get a cancel. In this case, it wasn't possible because the guy made it immediately. That is basically impossible to stop on Northern Isles because of how long it takes you to creep the camp and the skirmish afterwards. I see. I think I was doing my ziggurats in a way that they were stopping my escape routes. Yes. If you touch the forest with your ziggurat, then you cannot pass. Ziggurat is a hard edge building, and forests are hard edge. Hard on hard, you can't slip in an acolyte. Everything except ziggurat is soft. Just the trees and ziggurat are hard. So never make hard touch hard. 2 ziggurats touching each other is a 0 pass through. Ziggurat touching a Tomb of Relics is half a pass through that acolytes can go through. And a Tomb of Relics touching another Tomb of Relics is 1 pass through that heroes can go through. So soft, heroes pass. Soft, hard, acolytes pass. Hard, nothing pass. So avoid touching ziggurats to each other and avoid touching ziggurats directly to trees. Leave a 1 gap. And that way you have tunnels everywhere.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think this is useless. Personally. There should be wisps here, of course. You should be able to dispel skeletons. I guess you could say it's useless, but he did make Night Elf interrupt his creeping. If you don't know where the elf is and you want him to stop creeping, you can hit his tree and force him to come back. Neither lost anything. I don't know if that's the expected result. I would imagine normally you can kill ghouls, because you got Frost Arrow and Archers and Demon. 2 heroes against 1, no coil. But this is more like he's just trying to prevent Night Elf from creeping. None of this can do any damage, what the Undead is doing. It's like a bad move that nonetheless requires a response. Though I don't think it requires this response. I think he could keep creeping Naga Archer and send only Demon back. And this Ancient of War should not be AFK. This should have been moving somewhere. And then he can creep the shop, the marketplace, the orange spot with AOW and Archers and Naga. This is such a waste of time for the Night Elf. Terrible, horrible. I would avoid linking Ziggs on maps that have sappers. It's okay on Echo, but it's not okay on Northern Isles, because a sapper comes in like this and then you blow up both. You need to leave 2 to 3 gaps. Ziggurat, next one, something like that. Or if you do this, you need like a crypt here and then a shop here, and then that way it's easier to block them out when you see them coming. Triple crypt, it's gonna be Gargs. Cool thing about Gargs is they become available at tier 2. But it's definitely a lifestyle. Because your tech is late and your gold is high and you can make crypts at tier 1, Gargs is a natural follow-up from a tier 1 expansion. Basically, you've got gold cranked, ready to go. And the only things you can make is ghouls, Gargs, and fiends. Of course, you could go mass slaughterhouse, mass statue tier 2, but that doesn't do anything. Everything good Undead gets, Destroyer, Worm, A-Bomb, it all comes out at tier 3. And so, if you were gonna go mass crypt units, should it be mass fiend, mass ghoul, mass Garg? And Garg makes sense because you get the mobility and the air advantage and the focus fire advantage. That's why often we see Gargs like this. I just did the same thing, right, on ladder. Thanks, friends. If both have expo, is this even? Their expo timing is kind of similar. Undead was 1 minute and 50 seconds earlier. Is that similar? I would say both can play the game. But I am concerned for Night Elf how little he crept his Naga. This Naga should have been level 2 or 3 already. So basically, Elf is going to be stronger for the next 5 minutes, at least, normally. That means you should never want to take a straight up fight. Don't trade. Don't send Gargs into Dryads now. Don't get mana burned. In fact, he is trying to be here and make sure Night Elf does nothing. And that's a pretty good idea. Because Night Elf has much higher creeping power right now. He's got a stronger heroes and a better army for creeping. And so if he shows up with this little shit army, and the Night Elf, who is more of a badass, is just waiting and doing nothing, then the Night Elf is losing out more opportunity time. Night Elf needs to be working on the win condition of his heroes And for Undead, win condition is having 1 million air. And he's working his way towards that. Good attack angle, going for the Naga. He buys TP and immediately TPs. Wow. Okay, I guess this is a lot of Gargs. That still feels like a weak response. He could have got Potion of Invul. He now gives away Invul heal scroll as well, which is terrible. Doesn't he? Yeah. Wait, neither buy it? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Shop control is so important. Ever since Undead can no longer buy healing scroll from Tomb of Relics, it's really important to get 100% of the heal scrolls. From the moment that they become available, if Undead can pick up heal scroll 1, 2, 3, and most importantly, don't use it on small armies like this. You're not meant to use it on your 50 pop army. You're meant to aggregate heal scrolls with Ghoul Garg or Mass Garg, and you want to get 4. 2 on DK, 2 on Lich, and then 2 on Dreadlord, right? That way, Night Elf has none. You can mitigate against Forked Lightning, Orb of Venom and whatnot. Maybe a 3rd hero Panda and Fire Breath. Look, he's playing a complete 50 pop game. This is correct. He's getting 5 unit production ready, Ghoul Frenzy, Garg upgrades, and now he's just going to kill Wisp the rest of the game while getting creeps. So you don't want 100% kill Wisp, but you don't want 100% creep either. You want to go in, make the Night Elf come back, force the Elf to over 50, but without feeling confident enough that he can leave his base and creep a lot. So the Elf is wasting time standing here. Undead is smartly getting some creeps. After this, he can either get another camp, or he can go check out are there any Wisps again. He can also get a Zeppelin and take to the air with even his heroes. I would like to see him get a Zeppelin now if he sees the Elf. He sees the Elf now because it's daytime? No, it's not daytime. Elf sees Undead. It just leaves. Now he should go to the expo and see if he can kill any Wisps there. And then after that, when there's a TP, he should run and do this camp or this camp. He should also check for a heal scroll. Sell dust, get heal scroll. Oh, he gets a TP. Get a heal scroll? Yeah, there it is. See? These things are all, let's say, common sense for high level play. I can look at a random 2000 MMR Undead that I don't know and I know what he needs to do. So he's getting a 2nd Boneyard now. I think that's a bad idea, kind of, because he already went over 50 and he can't spend. So that was his first big mistake in terms of macro. He really didn't need that 6th unit production building. You don't need many worms. We're not massing worms. 1 Boneyard is enough. The point is never to lose a single one. Night Elf finishes the camp, TPs to his main. Terrible decision. Letting his expo die against what is essentially just over 50 pop army. When you are 70 pop is terrible. And then TPing basically for no reason. Because the Undead has TP, chasing here does nothing either. He didn't even need to TP. He's just doing it to show that he could get out at any time. Now that was a bad TP because Night Elf can creep orange camp here, red spot here. But because Elf has not so much Wisps and no Expo, Elf is going to be basically reaching a traffic jam in his income and his army development. He needs to be spamming Wisps or get a Shredder now. Most likely will go to the lab now to get a Shredder. Oh, there we go. Wisp spam. 2nd attack upgrade. He's currently 1-2. He's getting 2-2. Undead is at 2-1. He's getting 2-2. And look, that 2nd Boneyard doesn't get used at all. Useless.
A player's forces are
Creep Jack. Should be a Wisp here if you're gonna ever creep the red spot. You need to cover your flanks. Especially since it's so obvious this is the final point of contention. The main point of contention. You both know where the other is, equidistant from the corner. So you can't just creep this slowly and then expect to get away with it. All the heal scrolls are on the Undead. He still has 1. Gargs with Lich. If you can, put Lich and Gargs in the same group so that you can target fire corruption. GG. Night Elf lost.